G'day elites, welcome back to Saturday Sorceries with me, Beau Creamer. How are you? I hope you're having an amazing Saturday. What have you been up to? Let me know. Did you just talk to your screen? Did I just get you? Prank Patrol. Let me know in the comments below what you've been up to today. I really want to know. Now today we have an amazing effect by Rune Klan. This effect is called Torn and Restored VADER. Now if you don't know who Rune is, link in the description below to one of his incredible releases, Barnløs. But this actual release is from the Talk About Trick series with Joshua J. Now they're kind enough to let us release this trick for free. So I'm going to teach you this. And then if you want to see more about what is actually going on in the Talk About Trick series, I'll link in the description below right now for that, plus a bunch of extra free effects. Now without any further ado, what is Torn and Restored VADER? Well, it is where you have a spectator think of a celebrity, a character from a movie, it could be anything you want. You take a newspaper, tear it up. You could even cut it with scissors if you like, but we're not going to teach that method today because scissors sharp. We want to keep it safe. You tear up a newspaper, and then what you do is you actually have that revealed in the newspaper when you throw it out. Beautiful. Now what's more is this gimmick only takes a couple of minutes to build. You can make everything in about 5-10 minutes maximum, and everything is so easy to find at your local convenience store. Plus, what's more is once you have the gimmick made, it'll last you many, many performances. So come on, come join me. Let's learn how to build this gimmick. Now getting into the construction of Torn and Restored VADER, you're gonna need a couple of things. You're gonna need a Pritt stick, some pieces of paper, a pen or pencil, a X-Acto knife, and some newspapers, preferably if they can be matching. No dramas if not. We'll go into that in just a little bit, but we're gonna stick one of these to the side for now. And let's get into building this gimmick. Okay, so opening up your piece of paper to hit like this. You want to open up the middle bit. And using some pieces of paper, we're going to stick this down in the middle so it's nice and heavy in the middle. So when you open it later, it folds down a lot easier. So we're going to glue pieces of paper in between these two sheets and then glue these two sheets together. So let's just do that now. Now it doesn't really matter what color this piece of paper is in the middle. This is like a light blue. I was using this for another gimmick. As long as it's not a nice light color and it's not too heavy, so it doesn't show through the paper. Do this on a big table if you can. As you can see, this is taking up a lot of room on my desk here. So a nice dining table or something like that. Mark in the middle here, some X's. Right. Never have too much glue. Now we are going to stick these two sides together. Line those up. So our bit of paper is in the middle here. I'm going to line those up and just glue them down. Now when you're choosing a piece of paper, try and go something with like a lot of text on it so it can be blended in if you don't have matching pieces of paper later. So you can find a lot of newspapers with just mostly text and it'll blend it into any other page in the paper. So you're like this. Now we're going to go through and draw our design. And so start with the eyes. Get into the helmet. Now Rune does this so quickly and expertly, but you take your time with this. Now this also doesn't need to be Darth Vader. It could be a silhouette of someone in the audience, a head of the company, or it could even be this, the logo of the company. This could be whatever you want it to be. Yeah. Just so good because it makes it absolutely customizable for whatever event you're doing. So now you've finished drawing it, should look something like this. We've got the 2 eyes, the shape of the helmet, the bottom of the helmet, the other side of the helmet, and the mouth, like the breathing holes. We're going to now go through and cut all this out with our X-Acto knife. Also, don't be too worried about going off your lines here. You can always go back in and tidy it up if you're not happy with, obviously, cutting outside the lines, like so. Now for the top. But there you go, you can see how quick this is to build in a couple of minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes. You have this completely done. Okay, so folding this up, you're going to do it any way you like, but the easiest way I find is the accordion style. So this is the side we want to open. So you're going to fold in on itself, like so, flatten it down, flip over, and fold back on yourself like this. And then we're going to flip this back over. So we're like this, fold this up just under a third like this, fold that down, and then bring this back up to here. So at the top, we have this little bit of extra because this is where you're going to be grabbing hold of. So if you flip this over, you're going to see here that there's these 2 little pieces, one on the inside, this piece here, and one on the outside. This piece here. So when you grab these and pull, that's going to pull it undone. This is going to fall down and open up. So now, so just using a pen, you want to mark these 2 dots. So just a little X on it. So you know where to grab hold of to pull. You can also out jog it a little bit like this, just offset it and just fold that down. So you're not hiding behind that other piece of paper there. Now you've got your gimmick all ready to go. This can go along in the case with your duplicate piece of paper or newspaper, and you're all good to go. Let's go into how to perform it. What's this? A special mid-episode giveaway? Ooh, didn't see that coming, did ya? Keeping you on your toes. So what do you need to do? Well, all you need to do is comment anything you want below, and I'm going to choose someone out at random to win next week's vault before it is released to the world. Plus, you know what? I will also throw in a bunch of other extra special things that I'm not even going to mention here. They're only just for this winning person. Oh, it's going to be good. So again, comment anything you want below. I'm going to choose someone out at random, and they're going to win all those prizes. Now, back to the explanation. This effect is like a feast for the eyes and a smorgasbord for the brain. Now, Rune does teach this in the performance of carrying just one piece of paper with your packet on the back. So it is held like so. You have your duplicate piece of paper here with a packet on the back and with your little X's marked out, ready to grab hold with your thumbs. And that is your setup. So from their view, they're seeing this, but from the back, you've got this. You want to switch this over to your right hand. So you're going to come together like you're scrumpling up the pieces of paper and move that over. Bring this up and bring all your pieces up like this, like you're getting ready to tear. Now comes the fun part. You just get into tearing. So you start ripping off little pieces, rip off corners, like you're kind of thinking, there. Make sure you obviously don't rip up your packet that's sitting on the back here. You continuously rip pieces up. Like so. Now you've finished ripping up the pieces of paper and you've got your packet on the back. So now you're here and you're ready to do your reveal. You see your little X's where you're going to put your thumbs to grab and pull. So we're just going to line up from that and then pull the piece of paper out. Take your time with this. You're not getting rushed. No one knows what's going to happen. So you're going to come up and readjust. And when you let go, both hands are going to move away from each other as you pull out, and that newspaper is going to fall down. All these other little pieces will fall to the floor like they've been pieces that ripped up inside. And you're just going to pull away from each other like so. I'm going to do this slow so you can see. That falls down, and then you've got your reveal. Darth Vader. So from the exposed view, you have this, you have your packet here with your little X's out so you know where to grab hold of. And your newspaper. You can show your newspaper if you like. You can open it up, show that, even show the inside if you like. You obviously don't want to be flashing the tops and bottoms of this, so you want to have it sit down a little bit deeper in your paper, like so. You can show it. So once you're showing it front and back, you're good to go into your performance. Fold that up, and then go into your performance. You go into ripping, tearing all your pieces off, cutting it with scissors if you like. If you want to keep it safe, just tear. So once you've done ripping, you're going to grip on your pieces left and right. Your left hand is going to pull to the left, right hand to the right. As you drop the extra pieces on the front and drop, and then pull the newspaper apart, and it will drop. I'm going to drop this in slow motion. So you're going to drop the first packet, which is all your torn pieces. So you're left with your gimmick. You're going to drop and pull, revealing the one and only Darth Vader. Delicioso! That was a bad Harry Potter joke. I apologize. Now, resetting this gimmick is super, super easy. You're just going to fold it up like you did before. Just fold along those same lines, and it just folds perfectly up, back up into the neat packet, and you're ready to perform again. What is even more exceptional about this, if you had a couple of newspapers, you could make a bunch of different characters. You could do Darth Vader, Iron Man, Spider-Man. You could do one of the people from the gig you're performing for, a whole bunch of different things, and then have those in the packets, obviously with a post-it note on it so you don't get the wrong celebrity or the wrong character, labeled on top inside your case, and you're good to go for a whole night of torn and restored paper. Lastly, I would recommend wearing a black shirt, or if you're wearing a suit or something underneath, so when you restore it, you're not wearing like a white shirt and you're showing a newspaper against it. Like this pattern would probably maybe okay, but not too well because the white paper would blend in well with the white shirt. You want something contrasting so that pops a little bit more. Now, like I mentioned, this is super easy to build. It takes a couple of minutes and it sits inside your suitcase or carry case and is instantly repeatable, and you don't have to make this gimmick again unless you're doing the corporate logo of the company. Now, for the performance style, this just suits you and how you want to perform. Me, I perform it as like a 20 questions type of thing where I'm trying to guess that person by asking the person yes or no questions and tearing while I ask questions. Now that's all we have time for Saturday Sorceries this week. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button to let me know you liked it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll answer all your questions. But also, if you have any more questions, there's also a link in the description below to a PDF photographic extravaganza explaining this in its entirety as well. So thanks again, Joshua J and Rune Klan, for letting us share this on a Saturday Sorceries. Check out more from Rune and check out the Talk About Tricks series. Again, everything is in the link in the description. So have a great weekend. Thanks so much again, champion. Bye for now. What was that? I don't ever wave. Whoa, look at this. Well, so much good magic in there. You need to check this out. You're not going to regret it. I pinky promise you. Oh, whoa. Look at this. This shining diamond over here. What is this? Beautiful. You probably should click that if you haven't subscribed yet. But then you should definitely check out this, because this is good. Treat yourself.